Hello and welcome to yet another freshly squeezed installment of our Field of Dreams segment, where if you build it and tell people about it by going live all over social media, wherever you possibly can, then they will come. And guess what? You guys are coming. Thank you so very much. Coming where? Thank you. Coming to Verse TV, of course. And what is Verse TV? Yes. Verse TV is an LGBT plus and ally social media millennial collective. Just like that, we're all over social media. We're everywhere that you want to be, just like an American Express card. Check us out. Hashtag BERSTEAV. You must include the hashtag. Hashtag BERSTEAV www.bursttv.com. And we're all over social media. Check us out just like that, you know? So this is a special hotel based edition. Yes, I am currently at the moment in Ohio. I'm moving here. I'm moving to the state of Ohio in November. And right now I am in Lake County, Ohio. I'm moving to Cuyahoga County. But yes, I'm here kind of on a vacation chill thing, but it is Sunday, and in the excellent words of great philosopher, what? Oh my gosh, I'm ridiculous. Great philosopher Freddie Mercury of Queen, the show must go on. And I use that as a mantra. I'm not gonna lie. So this in essence of and because the show must go on, we are here. And as is par for the course for our Field of Dreams segment, we will give the previous week in review. So for the week of mm, September 21st, 2020, which is our 73rd week, you guys. Oh my God, 73 weeks. Thank you all so very much so. Thank you all. Yes. Thank you. Yes. And we appreciate it. I can give the double hand kiss because right now the laptop's on my lap. That's why it's shaking so much, but I don't know how to keep it still. And anyway, sorry. So, we had special guest author Rocky, Chicago based author Rocky Marlon Stovall. And we had special guest director, cinematographer, producer, CEO of Trinity Isle Productions, and also just all around everything, dude. Mr. Rajiv Staten, and that's Staten like island. Rajiv Staten. So yes, as is part of the course, we had our The Homos Talk Show podcast, which is now also on iHeartRadio and Spotify, and we had the Homos Tea. Oh, we also live streamed it, just like this. We live streamed. On the Homos Tea, we talked about the fact that, yes, in this pandemic, Amazon is winning. Jeff Bezos has doubled his multi-billion-dollar net worth, and Amazon is winning. And honestly, I don't feel that a company should be punished just because they're winning in terms of like monopolies and stuff. But I remember my dad and I having a conversation about the fact that, well, it's good to have checks and balances. And that's true. So my question for the show was, well, what should mom and pop shops do at a time like this? We actually had some really good answers. Check us out, hashtag BERSTEAB. And we also talked about, yes, that fine, fine, so fine, and married Gen Xer. He's close to millennial. He's close to a millennial, but he's Gen X, Mr. Andrew Gillum, who's married. He's married, and the fact that he came out as bisexual. Interestingly enough, like at Bisexual Awareness Week, which was cool. You know, we talked about that. We also talked about for our Bezduz challenge, BEZTUZ, like versus is BERZUZ. You know, you get it, versus Bezduz. We talked about how Swizz Beats himself got into a little bit of hot water saying that he didn't think that Missy and Janet would be a good match because he's like, Missy can be multiple people. Janet can only be Janet. And people are like, how dare you disrespect the queen? And I get that. You know, I also get what he was saying though, because Missy Elliott produces for other artists and writes for other artists. Like one of Missy Elliott's songs could be Son of a Gun, but that's also Janet Jackson's song. So it's like, you know, but they could celebrate together because the verses challenge are celebrations. I think that's a cool way to classify them. That's what Swizz Beats and Timbaland said, so why not? They're celebrations. And on the Homos Talk Show, YouTube and podcast only, we cut it off for the live stream. We talked about LGBT school and life, in which we discussed the fact that in Europe, they are now requiring public schools to include LGBT education side by side with their default heterosexual education. And what people seem to not realize, because it's so ingrained in us all, is the fact that yes, schools by default teach heterosexual education. So this is simply adding to that LGBT education. But people will be like, well, let children decide. Well, they anyway. Anyway, so after that, Yuri got all of the tea from Rajiv. Everything is up now, all the YouTube videos, all social media, everything's all podcast, everything up now. Check us out. Hashtag BERSTEAB, www.bursttv.com. Now, next week, oh, and you have to include the hashtag, by the way. Next week, in our Digital Tea Studios, we have special guests Rocky, Chicago author, aka Marlon Stovall. Check him out. And special guest from the Darren Green Show, Darren Green himself. You do not want to miss a single moment. Troy will get all of the tea from Darren Green. Subscribe, hashtag BERSTEAB. Bell subscribe even at www.versetv.com. Check us out, subscribe. Have a wonderful week, you guys. We love you all. It'll be our 74th episode. 74th episode, 74th week. Thank you all. Yes. Peace. Stay blessed. Have a good night. And I'm closing this. Oh, well, okay, almost.